Aquarius, we are starting off September with Mercury in retrograde, and that means we are going to be talking to people or thinking about people from the past. It doesn't mean it's that one that knocked you over. For some of you, I feel this is this beautiful moment of where you are going to reunite with somebody who can help you in your career. Some of you, it could be romance, but I feel for a lot of you, this is about what you've been working on. So if this is letting go of old situations, then they are definitely going to be falling off, and you'll feel the effects in that first week for a lot of you, and some of you, you'll feel them in the second week, more in that second week. So the first part of, there we go, the very first week of September, we have the Knight of Swords. And you guys, this is that out of the blue communication. But this particular individual, who could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy, but one thing's for sure, it is about communication coming in that is positive communication. So it's not the one that tripped you up. This is the one that helped you move forward. The one that was there that may not have been there the whole time, but in the very beginning, and then they left. You two separated, but you're being brought back together right in the beginning. And I feel for a lot of you, it is definitely in your career. We're going to look more at career and love in just a moment, but this is the overall general message. So that second week, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is that incredible offer, financial security, feeling though times have been tough and it's been a very, very slow uphill battle. You're finally healing everything in your life. And I don't mean your mind, your body, and your soul. You're probably already there by now. And if you aren't, you are definitely on the way. So that second week is going to be a pivotal time in September. What you've been waiting for has been very slow, and it is on its way. An offer for some of you, but it is going to be very good. Now, the third week, we do have the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, and this is a lot of burden on you. So if you're communicating with somebody who has come in and offered you an opportunity for your career, and it has been a very long time in the making. You may have needed to get a certification, get your degree, or do something different that was helping you upscale, grow in your own reality. It has been a lot of burden, and it's still going to be there in that third week. You still have to work. It's not just going to come in like boom, there you go. However, it is going to be so worth it, because once this turns over into the Ace of Wands, which you are bordering on that, you just have a little bit more of the, I'm going to call it the residue of what's been going on for you over the last 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years, some it could be 2 to 3 months, but they're showing me 2-3. That's 2 to 3 year time span. Now, here we go. The Six of Wands. This is where you end at the end of September. Being in the social spotlight, people see you, they recognize you, they understand who you are because you've grown and you understand who you are. So this is a really an amazing time where growth is just off the charts for you guys. Now we're going to take a look at your career right now and see what's coming here for you. And I do hope you guys are well. Please subscribe. I've been gone for a while. I've been doing my own growth spurt here, and finally come back to you, my soul family. So that first week, there we go. This is that team partnership, all right? And when it comes to career, I feel you are definitely getting an opportunity out of the blue. All right, some of you, you may have heard about it in the past. You may have applied for it in the past. You may have even interviewed with somebody or been approached by somebody, but this is the coming together in that career sense where it's a team player environment. They're bringing you in on their team, or you're creating a group of people who are going to be on the same page. And I know, Aquas, this is a big deal, because a lot of you have been alone and felt like you've been alone through this whole journey, particularly over the last 2 to 3 years. However, you were never alone. You've always had somebody there watching you. And the second week of September, you're going to see who that person was. maybe a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius individual, but they've been watching you, supporting you, helping you get the confidence, but they're hiding. You see, they're hiding behind this chair. So they didn't show themselves to you, but they were helping you somehow, some way. This particular Queen of Wands is there to benefit you, and it's about to ignite inside of you this growth, this passion for life again. If you've been feeling stagnant, September is your month to just grow out of that, and you've got brand new things on the way to you. Now, when it comes to that heavy burden at the third week, we've got the Queen of Swords. It's time for you to cut that load out, to cut out anything negative. If you haven't already done it, that will be when Mercury is going to go direct again. So by the end of the month, we want to make sure that you are clear. You have a clear slate so that you can feel absolutely victorious, all right? Mercury goes into retrograde on August 23rd, and right around the time I'm uploading this video onto YouTube. So Aquas, this is your moment to cut the ties. Do an actual cleansing. Do a cord cutting ceremony. You can find that on my website. And release the old version of who you were and embrace the new one, because the new one is what's going to be celebrated that fourth week of the month. So September is a very amazing month for the sign, sun, moon, and rising sign of Aquarius. Now, this job offer that's coming in, some of you, it could be actually a small to mid-sized company, but I feel for a lot of you, you're severing ties with an organization that didn't follow the rules, that put a lot of restriction on you. And by the end of that month, by that third week, you're putting in your notice, or you're just gonna cut it off right there, done. And you're going to move forward into the 10 of Cups. So this is feeling victorious, feeling amazing, feeling like you have really accomplished something, and it's going to create abundance in your home life. Abundance, if you remember, abundance is, it's love, it's joy, happiness, having the car you want, the house you want. Everything that you need is going to come through this new opportunity. Now, for some of you, I do feel this opportunity is in the spotlight. Like, it is absolutely in the spotlight. This could be a social media position. For some of you, it may be, I'm hearing acting. Some of you, this is acting, modeling, getting a career in I want to call it show business, probably an old way to put it, but that's exactly what it is, in that industry. And it is going to be good. And now, if you are already in that industry, the strike may have really impeded on you, putting a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. Opportunities that were on hold are now getting ready to come through by the end of the month for you. That is incredible. Now let's take a look at love, all right? Love is going to be, love is something that Aquarius may have not been really focused on. You know, August has been incredible because we started off with the full moon in the beginning of August, and that full moon really brought in a lot of emotions and feelings. And it triggered right into Venus going retrograde, you guys. And Venus going retrograde caused a lot of relationships to have challenges and difficulties. Most of my clients have gone through separations. And it's a big deal. They've literally been stirring people's feelings and emotions. Then we had the 8-8 portal opening up this new beginning. And this new beginning is coming in the month of September. And Mercury goes retrograde, bringing back those old ideas, those people, anything that was holding us back, so we can clear it out. So August is preparing us for this incredible moment of September. Now, this energy is going to go through the end of the year. It is going to, and it doesn't mean it's smooth sailing. Again, there are a few of you it will be, but for the most of us, not so much. You still got to, make your plan and jump over some hurdles, and you will be able to do it. Your energy level is going to increase. The nausea you may be experiencing right now, because Mercury is going retrograde, kind of wearing down on your body and keeping your mind a little bit cluttered where you can't really focus. That is getting ready to clear up. So here we go, that first week of September, we have the Sun card, and you may be dealing with a Leo for some of you, but one thing's for sure, I feel that that first week of September, first week, second week, has to do with your home foundation. All right. And it's going to be incredible, focusing on your family, focusing on your inner child for some of you. But the foundation that you've created with this relationship, whether this is with your partner or yourself, your entire family, is really going to feel like a completely rejuvenated, a rebirthing for some of you. And some of you, you're going to find out that you are pregnant or going to be a grandparent. This is going to be a very exciting time when it comes to relationships overall in general. Now, that second week is saying keep steady here. All right. You want to keep steady. You want to make sure that you're creating this beautiful foundation that is on the way. We have this Emperor in the third week. So keeping very stoic, keeping your ideas, concealing them to yourself so that nobody takes them away. If you fall in love with somebody, all right, if you find somebody, let's say it is a Leo who shows up, or any zodiac sign who shows up, and you find yourself thinking about a permanent commitment, keep it to yourself. Don't share it with everybody until it's actually grounded into your new destined plan. You've changed your destiny. And your destiny includes everything, including romance, including every type of relationship there is. So Aquarius, this is a very big month for you in this year. Probably one of the most profound months. And if you remember, although it's been a few months since I've been posting, I took a break, but those readings before was leading up to the end of the year. So if you go back and listen to them, you'll see where I'm telling you this is on the way. And the cards are saying it. My guides are here. They're saying the same thing. So keep it to yourself, all right? You could be dealing with somebody who is very stoic, but yet there's a rejuvenation in this relationship. There is something coming where this individual, this Emperor energy, is getting ready to kind of soften. You're going to see the softer side of them. The burden that they were putting on every aspect of your life is getting ready. You're cutting that out. You're like, no, no more. You're going to have to open up. I love you and I love me, so let's make it change. And the High Priestess is going to tell you exactly how to do this. So in the month, you use your intuition when you're dealing with somebody who is stubborn and won't change. You have to make the decision of what's right for you. And for those of you where you're having a child, where you're creating this beautiful family, you already saw it in your dreams. Now, I won't lie, some of you, you do have somebody coming back from the past when it comes to a romantic relationship, but it's not the one you think. It's not the one that flipped you upside down. This was the person that you walked away from when you were focused on the negative one. All right, you're focused on the negative person, they hurt you, they made you feel bad, and somebody came in and talked to you. Somebody came in and gave you an opportunity to go out, to talk to them, to become friends. And you said, no, I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood for a relationship. I'm not ready. That's the one I'm talking about. This is a person who's been very, very quiet, and now on a romantic level, they're coming in. So use your intuition, because this is going to be a deep connection, one that you are really going to want to take forward and bring into this new beginning that's carrying over into 2024. This is your new chapter. This is that moment, sorry about that, my earplug fell out. This is that moment when all of everything you've done your entire life is getting ready to produce something fruitful, something productive, something that's going to have prosperity and abundance attached to it. So this is the karma. Remember, for the last 6-7 years, I've been talking to you about healing, about growing. This is that growing moment where you are no longer afraid. Now, I'm going to pull a romance angel card just because we want to include that. Whoever was deceiving you is gone. That person is no more there. So if you're meeting somebody new and they remind you of somebody in the past, stop for a moment and remember what you learned when you were involved with somebody who was a liar, cheater, thief, somebody who had those characteristic traits that really hurt you. Look at this person from all angles so that you can see, do they have the energy of deception? Or are you going to microvibe your way out of it, or are you going to get involved with them and hopefully they are healthy? Pay attention to the red flags for those of you who are dealing with somebody who is deceptive, especially if they carry that very quietly. Now, this person may, we're going to go into a love reading, but there is something around you that's going to be kind of deceptive. And I feel for a lot of you, it's an outside, a third party person who does not want you to have this relationship. They don't want you to be involved with somebody that they want, that they feel you are not entitled to it. So take a look at whoever is around you and use your intuition and microvibe your way around this entire situation, especially if it's toxic. Finances and career have been a priority for a very, very long time, and the rewards are finally going to start showing. That means money coming into your pocket. That means sitting down and saying, wow, I can finally breathe again. I can finally enjoy what I've missed for the past 2 or 3 years. You've been working hard and it's really going to show. Your finances and career have also been a deterrent for you to know whether you're dealing with somebody deceptive or not. And if we focus on that, it's easy to sit with somebody new and say, oh, your name is such and such. That was my ex's name. You look just like them. Your voice sounds like them. The way they use their hand gestures, there's something there that it's easy to just say, I can't because of my career, but that opportunity is being removed. You will no longer have finance and career as an excuse. So to be true to yourself, you must use your intuition, and by the end of the month, you are certainly going to know who it is around you, whether this is a third party trying to block you from the ultimate relationship, trying to block you from the beauty and warmth of creating birth of a child, a grandchild, whoever this is. I feel, again, for a lot of you, it isn't actually the person. It's an outsider, somebody you most likely thought was a friend. Now, the angel message for you guys for the month is Crystal. Have faith and hope because there is something positive on the horizon that you cannot see, but intuitively you know it's on the way for you. So Aquarius, this is your big month. This is the big hurrah. This is that big moment for you to take a leap of faith and show the world who you really are. Show them what you've learned and how much you've grown, because growth is going to take you by surprise and it is just going to take off, boof, like this. Have a wonderful September. Much love.